back, everybody. I came across some super cool survival gear that I have to share with you because I think it's super cool. Check it out. Check these out. Are these not super cool? They're called the Candelier. They're made in Seattle, Washington, which is my home state. Kind of neat. Are you guys looking for another cool survival tool? This candle apparatus is super awesome. I'm loving every bit of it. I love how it's constructed. I love how it works. I really like how much heat is channeled right up here. I mean, there is an enormous amount of heat. They even have a smaller version. Now, these things are made of stainless steel and aluminum, and they have a high heat type of glass around it. This is the smaller unit, super cute. You can get these little neoprene covers for them. They're pretty thick, so they're gonna protect it pretty nice if you throw it in your pack. They're already pretty rugged, not gonna lie. Like, this thing feels solid. You could probably even sit on it on the couch and it still wouldn't harm this thing. But before we get into some of these really cool features about these things is Candlelight. Candlelight's kind of a fail-safe backup emergency light source and heat source. It's been tried and tested for hundreds of years. Not only could you guys use these in a camping, backpacking, outdoor adventure type of situation, they also serve as a great emergency resource. When you're trying to survive a situation, or the lights go out, the power goes out, an emergency power outage, maybe there's a winter storm that takes out the power grid. If any of you have experienced that, stuff gets real. And you start trying to figure out how you're gonna handle the situation, and one of them is light and the other one's heat, both in which these things provide. Also, Candlelight, firelight, provides a warmth. It provides a security feeling. There's definitely a feel-good feeling when you have open flame and it's cold. So now I'm gonna blow one of these out so I can kind of go through the mechanics of it and what it offers. We're gonna keep this guy going, and I'll show you why here in a second. All right, let's show you the top of this. You see how this has got a, oh yeah, it's still pretty warm. See how it's got a nice little platform up there? The heat comes out, gets captured, has a little bit of a dip up in there. The reason they constructed this strong was so that you can put a pot, you can boil water, you can melt snow, you can keep food warm on top, keep your coffee warm, keep your tea warm. So we're in an emergency situation, survival situation. We need to boil some water, we need to heat up some water, we need to melt some snow. We don't have a pot. We're gonna find a pop can, we're gonna cut it in half, and we have a pot. Okay, so you've cut a can in half. Now you have a little makeshift pot for heating up water, for melting down snow. What we're gonna start off by doing is putting some water in this, get this guy heating up so we can see how long it takes to boil some water. Okay, so I got some water in this little half can. We'll place it right up here. Ooh, that's putting off a lot of heat. We'll put it right there. We'll start the clock, see how long it takes for that to boil. So let's show you how this little guy works. Essentially, this thing slides right down into there, slides up, locks into place. Bottom has like a little half turn, hollow. It has the same type of top, so I'm not sure if you could get some boiling water off of one flame or not. And this right here is the cylinder that the candle fits in. This guy also has a little half turn, and there's a spring. There's a little platform right there that pushes up the candle. The other neat thing about right here is you see that little window? So as this spring pushes up that candle, as it melts out, you'll see how much candle you have left. And in that same window is on the main unit. So you'll always know about how much time you have left on your candle. Now, one whole candle burns from about 9 to 11 hours. They state on their boxes that they run for 9 hours, but many tests have shown that they burn up to 11 hours. So that kind of gives you an idea on your little window if you're about halfway burned through. That there's how the candle looks. Just slide it right up in, put your spring up, little half turn, locks into place. Now at this point, you can either light the candle right now, or you can slide it up in there, give it its half turn lock. The window will actually slide down so that you can light it that way, and it'll slide back up and lock into place. I found personally that it's easier just to light it like that, slide it up in, Done deal. So all the silver metal parts are stainless steel. The top, stainless steel. The housing is all aluminum. Now what's amazing on this bigger unit, it's rated 5,000 BTUs. That's incredible. These 3 candles will put off 60 lumens of light. This whole unit weighs about 18 ounces. This smaller one comes in at 6.4 ounces. Puts off a whopping 1,900 BTUs and 20 lumens of light. So let's take you through lighting this guy up from the get-go. So obviously each one of these cylinders works the same way. And you can see each one of them has a viewing window as well. The biggest difference, aside from it being 3 times the size, is the glass doesn't slide down on this one. So you can see it's got vents right down here. It's all protected. It's really nicely protected. And the construction of this bale, you can tell it's sturdy. It's built really nice. Doesn't feel like a cheap little like Walmart type of gimmick. It definitely feels like it's built well, strong. Let's say this concealed open flame gets tipped over. The nice thing is that open flame is not going to be in contact with anything to light anything on fire. It's all going to be concealed in this tiny little unit, which makes it a lot safer than other options. Let's put this in here. I thought this thing was pretty slick. It is super thick. And there you go. It's ready to throw in your backpack. I mean, this thing is pretty thick. I'm not too worried about this breaking. I feel like I could throw it in my pack. Even if it was compressed on, it's gonna hold up pretty well. So I would highly recommend getting this little neoprene cover for it. Now this size right here is considered the original. They have 2 smaller sizes. They have a mini and a micro. And I'll be sure to leave some Amazon links down in the description below, just in case you guys think this is cool as I do. Now another cool accessory that they make for the little ones is this packable flat heat shield. You can see there's a male and female on both sides. The little bail notch on both sides. This one goes under and up on this side. You bend it down a little bit to catch this side. You've got a really slick little light reflective, heat reflective lid on this thing. And there you go. You're ready to hang this thing up anywhere. Top of your tent, hang it up somewhere out of the way that the cats won't knock it over, the kids won't get to it, and you're providing 20 lumens of light to illuminate a space. Let's check that water. Woo! Super hot right now. It's not boiling yet. I'm also going to bring up that you can also purchase candles directly from them as well, or on Amazon. And they have a few different kinds, including this beeswax 12-hour candle. Good old beeswax candles. These are my personal favorites and actually my go-tos when you can afford them. All right, so it's been about 20 minutes. We're starting to get some steam. We're getting some bubbles. So that's pretty cool. If you can boil some water, it also means you're able to purify your water. So a cup of water is gonna take about 30 minutes to start boiling doing it this way. But that's pretty cool because that means you can also purify water for drinking water. Another survival check. So that's gonna conclude this video. I just wanted to bring some awareness that this product exists, and anybody that thinks it's super cool and a must-have, like me, that it's available. Whether you're using it for emergency light, emergency heat, or you'd like to store it for an emergency preparedness tool, or if you'd like to put it in your bug out bag, prepper area, super cool survival tools to have. Please hit that like button if you found value with this video, and we'll see you guys on the next one.